Have you ever stared at a photo of yourself and felt something unsettling? Not just, I don't like how I look, but something deeper, something off, as if the picture captured your face, but not your essence. You're there, but somehow you're not. And what if I told you, it's not the lighting, it's not the angle, it's not even the camera? What if there's a spiritual reason behind every photo that unsettles you? A divine message encrypted in every image that feels misaligned. Because you are not just a face. You are frequency. You are energy. You are spirit. And sometimes, the lens of this world can't translate the language of your soul. This isn't vanity. This is identity. This is why the world keeps failing to reflect the real you. And today, you're going to understand why. But first, if you've ever felt invisible in your own life, if you've ever wondered why your light seems to flicker while others shine, then hear me, this message found you. Not by accident, but by divine alignment. So pause, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop 1111 in the comments. Because 1111 is the sacred code of awakening. It means the veil is lifting. The truth is rising. Now breathe. Because what you're about to hear will shift something inside of you. Permanently. Look again. Not at your reflection, but through it. Not the mirror. Not the screen. I'm talking about the one behind your eyes. Who are you really? Because here's a truth few dare to speak. You may not recognize yourself in photos, because the version you're projecting isn't you. It's a performance, a persona, a mask shaped by fear, judgment, and stories you were never meant to carry. When your soul, radiant, raw, and eternal, is out of sync with the image you've been taught to present, the camera feels that misalignment. Your face smiles, but your spirit whispers, "This isn't me." You shrink, not because you're not beautiful, but because beauty fades when truth is hidden. You weren't born to fit in. You were born to reveal. So ask yourself now, who have I been showing the world? And why have I buried the rest? Because until the false self and the true self unite, every image will feel like a stranger, and every photo will fail to capture your essence. But what if? What if you never looked right in photos because the real you hasn't stepped forward yet? Hold on to that thought, because what's coming will awaken something ancient within you. Have you noticed how some people glow in even the most candid photo? It's not their makeup, not the filter. It's their energy. Because energy doesn't lie. And some of us are carrying energy that doesn't belong to us. Pain we never processed. Words we never deserved. People who drained us, but we let them stay. This baggage doesn't just disappear. It clings. It clouds your aura like smoke. It dulls your presence. So when you see yourself and think, I look tired, it's not fatigue. It's spiritual exhaustion. You're carrying heartbreaks you never voiced, wounds you never released, lies you silently agreed with, and the lens picks it up. It captures the weight behind your eyes, the battle beneath your smile. But here's what no one tells you. Your light is still there, buried, not broken, dimmed, not destroyed. And the moment you begin to release what was never yours, your light returns. So maybe it's not your appearance that needs fixing. It's your energy crying for a reset. Because when your spirit is clean, the world will finally see the masterpiece you are. But if you think this is deep, Wait until you hear what's trying to stop you from shining altogether. This isn't just energetic. It's spiritual. There's something darker, watching, working, trying to distort your light. Not every discomfort is random. Not every bad photo is accidental. Sometimes it's spiritual warfare, because when your presence carries divine light, when your aura disrupts the atmosphere, you don't go unnoticed. In the spiritual realm, you're a target. Not everyone is meant to be seen. Some are meant to shake the unseen, and that kind of glow terrifies darkness. So yes, there are subtle, silent forces, working overtime to dim you, to twist your self-image, to convince you to hide, because as long as you stay hidden, they never have to face the power you carry. So the next time you feel disappointed in a photo, ask yourself, was I finally starting to feel free? Was I stepping into my power? Because the enemy doesn't attack what's ordinary. It attacks what's chosen. But here's the twist. Darkness fears one thing: exposure. Because the moment you realize you're being targeted, you stop blaming yourself, and you start fighting back. So no, it's not about your face. It's about your purpose. And once you understand that, you'll see yourself the way heaven always has. Clear, radiant, untouchable. Now, let me ask you something few dare to ask. What if the camera isn't lying, but you are? Not intentionally, not maliciously, but silently, subtly, repeatedly, by agreeing with every thought that didn't come from God. You say, I look tired. God says, you're carrying too much. You say, I look broken. God says, you're healing. You say, I'm not enough. God says, I never said that. Your mirror has been warped, not by glass, but by years of comparison, criticism, and silent self-rejection. You've learned to spot flaws before you find favor, to shrink before someone accuses you of shining. But God, He sees something different. He sees glory. He sees resilience. He sees the light that hell couldn't dim. So maybe the problem was never how the camera captured you, but how you've been conditioned to filter yourself. Because when your inner dialogue is poisoned, even your reflection becomes distorted. But the moment, the exact moment, you see yourself through heaven's lens, everything shifts. Your energy, your posture, your glow, and suddenly, the photos begin to change. Not because your face is different, but because your faith is louder than your fear. Now hold this truth. Maybe the reason you haven't been shining is because you were never meant to. Yet, we live in a world obsessed with visibility. If you're not seen, you're ignored. If you're not praised, you're forgotten. But God doesn't move like the world. He hides what's holy. Some of the most powerful souls walk in silence, not because they lack brilliance, but because heaven is still preparing their unveiling. So if you've felt invisible, it wasn't rejection. It was protection. You are the seed, buried, not abandoned, growing roots, forming depth. And when your time comes, no filter, no angle, no camera will be able to contain your radiance. So the next time a photo disappoints you, whisper this: I'm not meant to be seen right now. I'm being prepared. Now listen, this is your final activation. You were never meant to fit inside a frame. Looking good in a photo? That's surface level. But you were born to pierce the darkness, to shift atmospheres, to carry a presence that no camera can define. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are heaven's masterpiece. So comment below, I am heaven's masterpiece. Let it be your declaration. Let it be your awakening. And if this message lit something in you, don't keep it to yourself, because someone else out there is hiding in plain sight, waiting to remember who they truly are. Shine. Rise. Be seen. Your time is now.